Thursday morning. Welcome back. Debbie Gillis joins us. Debbie is with Resolve Counselling Services and, of course, Resolve Counselling, helping people maneuver through life with a number of issues. We'll be talking about credit and debt this time of year, of course, Christmas shopping. A lot of people have already finished it. Some, like me, haven't even started yet. But it can be daunting for some people getting through the holidays.
Yes, if they've watched some of our conversations last year, they may have already started and got a head start on the big day, but many of us are just beginning the shopping, just taking a look at what we need to purchase for people.
I think a good rule of thumb is don't wait until December, because by January you're going to be hit with a huge bill. Start way earlier in the year. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah,
correct?
Yeah, if you can do that, remember where you put it in the house. I've had people tell me that they've bought things and then they didn't even know where they had put them.
They hid them and then
keep
forgot.
Keep a list of what you've already purchased, for who, and where you've placed it in the house.
It's not so bad. 5 years later, you're rummaging through your attic or something, and it's like,
in July.
oh, look at this. Yeah.
Come across it, yeah.
And what else?
Make a list. Make a list of what you've already purchased. Make a list of what you have left to purchase, and make sure that you include the things such as what you're going to need to pick up at the grocery store, and your decorations and the wrap. All of those things, and if there's any other travel that needs to happen, or Christmas party, hostess gifts, those kind of things. So take a look at the picture outside of just the gift giving. And for the gift giving, make a list, set expectations with the family, know what you really and truly can do that you're comfortable with, and stick to the list. There are really good specials out there right now. There's lots of competition in the stores to have you come in and shop with them, and I find that there's lots of choice, and there are really some really good specials at this time of year as well.
A lot of it sounds like to me just planning ahead. A really good example of that is take advantage of the Boxing Day specials for the decorations, because they are immediately slashed the day after Christmas.
Yes, and sometimes people feel like they're, like they're done with the holiday shopping. They don't even want to see a store for a while. But if they can take that extra time right in the holiday season to take advantage of those and just tuck them away, they'll be glad. It'll be one less thing they have to do next year as well.
Yeah.
They'll be ready.
And there's such a thing as, of course, bad credit debt, but there's also good credit debt. Explain that.
Yeah, if you need to use a credit card at Christmas, don't be too hard on yourself. There are ways to take that to your advantage. If you collect some points, that can be helpful if you pay it off right away. Also, some of the stores will give you a further discount if you use a credit card, and you can pay that again off in the new year, and you've worked that to your advantage. So if you do use credit, use it wisely. Stick to one card if you can. Don't use multiples. Use the lowest interest card that you have, and make a plan for January, February. Cut back on your lunches out, or if whatever you do that's a little extra, and get those cleared up. And that's not too much of a problem. Yeah,
it's all about planning ahead, like we discussed. So in January, February, do you notice a spike with people who maybe didn't handle December too well?
Yeah, I think it's just generally an expensive time of year anyhow. Utilities are often a little bit higher. Sometimes if people work in retail or in an industry where there's seasonal employees, then they're not maybe making as much as they were in other months, and it's a little bit of a downtime for people anyhow. And then send in a credit card bill just makes it that little bit more stressful, January, February, but it's still a wonderful time of year.
Of course, yeah.
It really is. It's nice to pause and spend time with friends and family.
And I guess, the bottom line is if you find yourself in a position where, it is daunting and it doesn't look good, there are ways to deal with it.
There are ways to deal with it. We meet people all times of the year that have more debt that they're feeling comfortable with. and they just want to come in and have somebody just take a look at it, see if their expenses are on track. Are they paying what they should be in those categories? Is there a way to get their money organized in a way that will just help them in all facets of their life across the course of a year?
Yep.
But we meet with everyone. We're not judgmental, and we're free. So the price is right, and it's,
Well, Debbie Gillis from Resolve Counselling Services, we thank you so much. Excellent advice.
Thank you.
Navigating Life is brought to you by Resolve Counselling, overcoming challenges together.